Okay. So these videos are going to be guard breakdowns. It's going to be its own little playlist category on my YouTube. And so basically, I'm just going to break down different moves that we repeat throughout all 3 songs. And I'm going to keep them grouped by what seems like difficulty level or similarity level. So this video is going to be windmills, carousels, and butterflies. But we're not going to be doing full windmills because we don't have the time for that in the show because it's at 150 BPM. And that's way too fast. So we're going to be doing these combos called windmill carousels. Wow, great name there, I know. So we're going to start this off at 130 BPMs, and we're going to work our way up to 140, 145, and then 150 just so we can all get used to it. We're going to practice on this a lot because I'm trying to get it to be snappy, but a carousel looks like this. 1, 2, oh, nope, I lied to you. I lied to you so hard. How do I do a carousel? Hold on. Oh yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're gonna try to be snappy with that because color guard is deprived from military, as is marching band entirely, hence why we march. So we're just gonna try to get that as snappy as possible. It might be difficult and we might just have to like completely forget about that because just how fast this song is tempo-wise. But again, the counts for that will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Your odds are always going to be down and your evens are going to be up. And the way that'll work, that'll be like that with every single move you do in color guard. Your evens will always be up and your odd numbers will always be down. And you can keep that in track with your marching because we do have to march. Your left foot is always going to be your odd numbers, and then your right foot is always going to be your even numbers because when you march, you start counting on your left foot because your left foot goes first. So it'll be 1, 2. You couldn't see my foot there, but you get the point if you went to band camp. So this is 130 BPM, and we're going to do this 2 times. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we'll do that one more time. I'm trying to snap there at the end with both hands so the flag doesn't go any further than it needs to, because sometimes we'll get lazy and they'll just stop it with one hand and it'll just kind of lean over. And you don't want that because it'll look sloppy and really bad. So one more time, here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that was 130 BPM, and now we're going to move up to 140. It's going to be 10 BPMs faster. BPM stands for beats per minute, which might have been self-explanatory, but I'm just going to say it just in case. And this is what that sounds like. It's a little faster, but not as fast as we need to go. So we're going to do 2 of these as well, 2 sets. So here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right, so that was 140, and now we're going to move up to 145s just so we don't hit the peak yet, and we really get a sense of direction and where we're going with our carousels. So this is only 5 BPMs faster, so we'll do 3 of these. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again, 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again, 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And if you notice there with my other arm that I'm not using, I'm kind of keeping it on my hip so my hand doesn't like fladavel around. You always want to make sure your hand is on your hip or something if you are doing a move that only requires one hand at a certain point of time. So that was 145, and now this is 150. This is as high as we're going to go. The band director might lower the tempo we're playing, but usually we play at the tempo listed. This is 150. It's significantly faster than 130, but I have confidence that we can do this. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, ready, go. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. So I hope this helped. Those were our carousels, not to be confused with butterflies. This is my second time recording this, because the first time I was doing butterflies the entire time, and I was so confused as to why the counts weren't lining up for carousels. So don't be like me, don't do what I did, don't confuse them. Okay, so this portion is going to be our windmills, which I'm not going to pay too much attention to just because we're not going to be doing full windmills. But essentially, this is what a windmill looks like. I'm not going to do counts right this second, just to show you what it looks like. I think that was right, hold on. Yeah, so that's what it should look like, but I guess you could also do it like that. Whichever really works best for you, as long as we're all doing it the same way, but we won't because we're not doing these. So the counts for that are gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That 8's really rushed though. So in action, it'll look like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. Nope, it will not look like that. See, I don't really care for them because we're not going to be doing them. So I guess I'll just combine what we are doing with the carousels now just to save us some time. So we are going to be doing this portion of the carousel, or the windmill, just that half. And then we're going to bring it in front of us to do the one half of the carousel. So it's a half and half deal here. All in your right hand, depending on where we are placed on the field. I might have some of us do left hand just so we're even. But yeah, so the counts for that are going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. So here is that at 130 BPM. We're going to do this 2 times. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. And then again, we try to want to snap that, but it's a little hard. So we're going to do that one more time. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. I think I did a little faster just because they're funner when they're fast. So we're going to work our way up to 140. This is 140 again. All right, 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. Okay, one more time. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. So if you notice there on my counting, it wasn't exact. My 7 was coming up into the 8, which sometimes that happens, and it might. But I have confidence that it won't because we are doing this song rather fast, like I have repeated so many times. So I'm so sorry about that. But here's 145. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go. Okay. Again. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go. I hit myself. Don't do that. One more time. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go. Alright, so I don't think I really counted out loud on that last one, but it's fine. You get the gist. You can count along. Every click is 1 beat. So this is 150. So we'll count that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, and we'll do 150 3 times. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. Again, 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Again. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. Okay. And then we'll do it one more time just for good luck. So this will actually be 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. As you see, I'm keeping my hand on my waist, so remember that. That was your windmill carousels. Okay, so this segment is going to be butterflies. Now, what I always end up doing for some reason, because it is a little like difficult to get used to the hand motion of going back to there, is I do something called a butterfly windmill. Lots of windmill combinations here, but that looks like this, and that's not what we are going to be doing. Please do not do that. I know it's going to take some getting used to, just because of the hand movements. It's a little awkward, but a butterfly should look like this. And the hand movement I'm talking about that's awkward is when you're transferring here, you want to stop at the midpoint and then swing out and around instead of just continuing with the drop spin there. Because when you're transferring your from your right hand to your left hand, you're gonna like twirl it like that, and it's really difficult not to just keep carrying that out, but we're not gonna do that. So please, 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 please do a full butterfly. So that will once again look like this. We're gonna practice that many times. So the counts for that will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See, even slowly I do it, and it's really painful. It's really painful. So the counts will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Just like the carousels, no, the windmill carousels, when you're pulling back to your front position, 11 is going to be not quite down, but it's going to be a dragging number where you get back into your final resting position, and we're going to want to make that pop too. So with it like snapping into place, should somewhat look like this. So, you know, deprived of the military, yada blah 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 blah, you've heard it all before. So we're going to do this at 130 BPM 2 times, just like before. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, one more time. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And obviously I'm not making it pop here. It's really slow, and so I find that it's harder to make things pop and snap right into place when it's slower. So this is 140 BPM. We're going to do this 2 times just like before. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. If you hit yourself, that's okay, totally okay. Just try to recover fast from it. I know it happens a lot. I do it all the time. I was doing one of the tosses we're going to be doing, and as I was catching it, it like knocked myself in the face completely, because you're not supposed to look up to catch your tosses, you're supposed to just catch, but I obviously struggle with that. We're going to work on that though, all of us, because I definitely need it, and throwing flags is scary, so you might need it too. Anyways, one more time. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 11, 12. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to 145. If I sound tired, I'm really sorry. It's like 90 something degrees outside, and I've been out here for like 2-3 hours doing this, so that's fun. I know I'm complaining, and I shouldn't be, but it's fine. So this is 145, and we're gonna do this 3 times. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go. Again. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go. 2, 11, 12. And then one more time. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. If I count to myself, that's just out of habit. because on field you're not supposed to really count out loud. You're supposed to smile and count in your head, or count without showing that you're counting like this, which is kind of bad. It's like ventriloquism, and it really sucks, but that's what we have to do. I think color guard stereotypes and like what we have to do, it's not stereotypes, expectancies and what we're expected to look like, and we're supposed to be really beautiful and like perfect on the field all the time. I think that's a really high standard that just needs to be lowered. I really hate it, and I think it's really sexist, because more is expected from the women in color guard than the men in color guard, because color guard's a feminine thing, which whatever the fuck. Oh, I didn't say that. So this is 150. We're gonna do this 3 times. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready. So we'll do that again. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. See, when you're going faster, it's a little more. Yeah. Again. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go. 2, 1, 2. Ah. See, if you knocked my knee, I couldn't see it, but I did. So we'll do that one more time. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go. 11, 12, and we'll do that one more time just because I did mess up, but that's totally okay, totally allowed. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready. 2, 11. See, it's really hard for me to keep going with that motion and not like windmilling it like I was talking about before, but yeah, hope this helped in any way, shape, or form.